Let's make Irish coffee crème brûlée. French desserts get a bad rap for being overly complicated. And it's true, some of them are incredibly technical, but crème brûlée isn't one of them. Let me show you how easy they are to put together. Start by preheating your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, separate 5 large eggs. I like to use my hands for this because I find it's the most efficient way, but feel free to use another method. Ignore the cat buttering you up for an egg yolk and pour 1½ cups of heavy cream into a small saucepan. This is where the Irish coffee comes in. Add 1/4 cup of strong black coffee and 1/4 cup of Irish cream. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon of salt and heat gently until on the verge of boiling. While the cream mixture is heating up, pour 3/4 cup of superfine sugar over the egg yolks and whisk to combine. Superfine sugar is just granulated sugar with smaller grains. It dissolves faster, resulting in a smoother custard. Pour a little of the hot cream mixture into the yolk mixture to temper the eggs. Then add the lot to the saucepan. Oh, and by the way, if you can't find superfine sugar, just pop some granulated sugar into a food processor and give it a blitz. Pour the finished custard through a fine mesh strainer into a pitcher or measuring cup. Really, anything with a spout will do. Skim off the foam that forms on the surface. This is purely for aesthetics, so if you're not feeling patient, skip it. Arrange 5 ramekins in a 9 by 13 inch casserole dish. Divide the custard across all 5 ramekins and break any bubbles that form on the surface with a toothpick. Again, this is for aesthetics, so feel free to skip. Bring a kettle's worth of water up to a boil. Pour the water into the casserole dish until the water line reaches halfway up the ramekins. Transfer the casserole dish to the oven and bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Slide your cat out of the way so you can open your oven and retrieve the crème brûlée. You know the crème brûlée is done when the edges have fully set, but the center still has a wobble to it. Transfer the ramekins to a cooling rack and place them in the fridge. Chill for at least 2 hours. 3 is better. Now it's time to brûler. Sprinkle a little of the superfine sugar on the surface of your crème brûlée. Pour off any of the excess. Torch the sugar with a kitchen torch until golden. You remove the excess sugar so the crust you create won't be too thick. We want a paper-thin, crackable crust. Admire your handiwork for a moment and then crack that sugary shell with the back of your spoon and dig in. And there you go, Irish coffee crème brûlée, a fun twist on a French classic. Thank you for following along. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. See you next week.